I know this one's about to make some people mad. But I'm so very interested in diving down into this conversation because we've definitely seen a different Spencer James in season 4 than what we have gotten used to. I think season 3 was a very traumatic season for him, which is interesting considering in seasons 1 and 2, he lost homies, he lost his dad, he was shot himself. And even still, I feel like season 3 might have been the most traumatic time for him. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis, Erica Vane, coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All-American video. In this video, we're having a conversation about Spencer and Olivia and if Spencer needs to stand up to her. Now, what sparked this conversation or this question for me is the idea that Spencer has kind of been walking on eggshells within his relationship with Olivia. When we go back to their first fight, which really sticks out in my mind, y'all, because yes, Spencer was rude and he didn't drop everything to go help Olivia with Jen. By the end of it, he spent a lot of time trying to apologize and assert himself when I feel like Olivia should have been the one leading with the apology. 1, because Spencer always apologizes first, and 2, because in my opinion, she was more in the wrong because she had too great of expectations on him in that moment. For something that she signed up for. She signed up to be Jen's sponsor, which I don't think that she should have done. I don't think that she was ready to do. And again, that episode to me showed that as well. But she had this great expectation on him to drop everything to come to her aid in something that she chose to do. Meanwhile, she knows that he's fighting for his life within his football career collegiately. While he could have asked additional questions, so could she. And I think what I struggle with the most, and it's interesting to me how people got so captivated with like, Spencer was so rude to Olivia. When do we see him actually be rude to her? This was the very first time that he ever responded in this way. And for me, there wasn't even a moment for her where she stopped and was like, wait a minute, he don't do this to me. So maybe there's something bigger at play here. I think that there's something to be said about your loved ones and what you know about your loved ones. And when they start to act out of character or do things that could be alarming to you, that you actually take the notice and the alarm and you don't allow yourself to go to a selfish place to focus on you and how you feel, but you double check and make sure that there's not something seriously wrong that could be spurring this. And I would hope that Olivia would be able to cultivate that type of emotional intelligence, being that she has also been a person who has taken drastic actions, who has lashed out and made mistakes just because she was triggered by something or stressed in a situation that anybody will understand, like, yo, all right, you responded nastily or you responded in this way because you had X, Y, and Z going on. What I struggled with in that episode was watching Olivia not give Spencer the benefit of the doubt, meanwhile always expecting it from others. And to me, apologizing is great. You get your relationship back. And in this moment, he said that he was going to reprioritize her. However, that does not address the larger problem that they are having. You know, the problem is that while I get that y'all want to be together, your focus should be yourself in this stage of your life. You all are freshmen in college. One is a collegiate athlete. The other is a recovering addict attempting to make a beautiful, prolific career within journalism. And again, you're young. So you can't really prioritize someone else unconditionally, uncontrollably, when you are supposed to be in the stages of figuring out, supporting, and loving on yourself first. Until both of them can figure out how to love themselves beautifully, consistently, deeply, I don't think that they will be able to build a fully healthy and super sustainable relationship. But I'm going on a tangent, right? So the question is, does Spencer need to stand up to Olivia? And my thoughts to that is 100% yes. I think that Spencer is taking into account their past. I think he's taking into account all of the situations that have happened in season 3. And he's walking on eggshells because he deeply loves Olivia, does not want to hurt her, even in the day-to-days of life. Like Spencer would love to be the person that only makes Olivia smile, that only makes her happy, that only makes her feel joy, that only makes her feel just seen, loved, supported, all of the positive things. And sometimes we can mistakenly try to shield our loved ones from the truth, from criticism, and things that they actually need to hear that will make them better people, because we only want to be positioned in their lives as the positive force. Olivia has experienced quite a bit of negative things, and a lot of them were done to her. So in knowing that, I can understand why Spencer is moving the way he's moving, but this also puts him in a position to cage himself. When you're not able to fully express yourself to your partner, when you're not able to deeply be honest with your partner, then it does have long and lasting effects on you as well. And there's no way that you're going to be able to sustain a healthy relationship if you can't actually be honest with your partner. I think that's what we're seeing come up in episode 15. I'm recording this before episode 15 airs, y'all, where he is pushing back a bit against Olivia's ideals and her position. She's standing strong and being anti-NIL. She doesn't like the position that Davida put him in, even though Spencer, at leaving episode 4, has a greater understanding of what her overall goals was and really is buying what Davida is selling. And I think that he should. I think that she is actually guiding him in the right direction. And Olivia could see that if she wasn't being so selfish right now. And she needs to be told that the only way that you're able to actually address problems or issues is once they're presented to you, you accept them. But if they're never presented to you, you can never get to the place of accepting and or rejecting. So yes, it's time. It's time for Spencer to stop biting a bullet. It's time for Spencer to stop eating his feelings and his thoughts. And for the sake of protecting Olivia and her feelings, it's time for him to tell her the truth. And whether or not he feels like she can handle it, they're going to have to see. I am waiting for Nurse Joy to pop back up because I'm very concerned that she has not been seen yet. I'm very concerned that Olivia is just out here living her life, making decisions, having to feel her feelings and deal with things with seemingly no guidance, because they haven't given us anything to point to the fact that she's actually getting any type of counsel about some of the things that she's struggling with, about some of the adverse reactions that she's having. And to me, it's of great concern her having this visceral reaction to Davida, because this is just the one girl who has yet to show any romantic interest in Spencer, just really wants to help him out as a fellow athlete at this PWI with him. And this is how you act, girl? Like, what's going to happen when the groupies come out? What's going to happen when he actually makes it to first string and it get mad real for him as a black, fine football player on this campus? Are you ready to handle it? Because it's giving not ready right now. And the only way, y'all, that Spencer's going to be able to get her ready is to start being honest with her and to stand up to her. So I'm looking forward to it in episode 15 and throughout the rest of the season. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think that Spencer needs to stand up to Olivia in this moment after episode 14, seeing all that we've seen thus far in season 4? Let me know your thoughts about Olivia in the comment section down below. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my All-American content. I have a ton of it on this channel for you and new content posting every day, and you don't want to miss it. So hit the subscribe button and join the tribe. Also, give this video a like and share it on your favorite social media site like Twitter or Instagram and tag me. Spread the conversation so that more All-American fans can join in and we all can really kiki and chit chat about this series that we love. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.